Yeah, I'm super excited, super stoked. I played a little bit this morning, had some good games so far, so I figured I would hop on, start, and hopefully get a couple of viewers today, even a couple of subs. I think right now I'm sitting at like 5 subs. Let's try to get that up to 20 today. Let's do this. And as always, please comment and let me know that you're here. Tell me what kind of content you would like to see on the channel, and I will try to fulfill that as much as possible. As always, please like, comment, subscribe. It's very much appreciated. Much love to you all. Let's get this started. So right now we're playing Jake Park, and a little bit about his backstory is that he was the son of a wealthy CEO. He graduated with honors from Yale. Oh, okay, his brother's the one that graduated with honors from Yale. The pressure on Jake intensified. His just was not an academic type, but he did embrace being a tinkerer. Like, he loves to tinker on stuff and destroy things. So they have this perk called Saboteur, and you can damage hooks and traps and things like that. Alright, so let's go ahead and get a game started. I'm just gonna join a random lobby, because not too many of my friends play this game. Most are either playing Fortnite, Red Dead, Destiny 2, most of that stuff, so. Looks like we're gonna have a full lobby. I'm really excited. So you have this blood web where you can get all of the perks and stuff that you can use for your loadout. Unfortunately, I haven't been using any of my items or add-ons. My offerings I've been using just to get some more blood points, which is this up here. This is what you use on your blood web. So the perks that I'm running right now is self-care. That means I can heal myself without needing a med kit. Saboteur, which is the ability to sabotage without using a toolbox. Calm Spirit, which allows the animals like the crows to trust you a little bit more. And I'll go over the last perk here a little bit. And if you can hear my dog barking, I am so sorry. She is in her kennel right now, and she's not happy about it. So, excuse her for barking. But that's like what she does most of the time. Like, I don't know. So I'm kind of curious, like, how many people even know about Dead by Daylight? Like, when I first heard about it, I was like, what the heck is this? And then a friend of mine was like, you need to try it, just give it a chance. And I tried it, and I was like, okay, cool, I get it. And I've kind of been hooked on it ever since. So. Goodness, Piper. Yeah, she's like gonna bark this whole time. Goodness. Maybe not. She might actually be quiet. Oh, I hope so. I hope she be quiet. Is it? Oh, I hope that she does be quiet throughout the stream. Okay, so look, we're starting off with somebody right there. You can work together on generators and things like that. And I don't know who we're going up against. So, looks like there's a Jenny up here. There's one right here. This game always looks like we're going up against the Huntress. She has a lullaby which you can hear, so she can be spotted quite. Look, there she is. Where'd she go? She's actually really quick, the Huntress is, and like I hate going up against her just because of how quick she is. Dang, she found me. Oh, and she got me. Okay, it looks like I'm gonna get away this time. I need to like get on the other side of this thing though, because I need to heal myself. Okay, so see, this is the self-care. It allows you to heal yourself, so that way you're not reliant on. Just trying to make sure she's not coming this way. You're not reliant on a med kit or somebody else to heal you. See, she just ran past me. Whew, that was scary. Man, oh man. Okay, see, she damaged this. See, there she is again. Like, there must not be a whole lot for her to... See, now he's helping me repair it. Okay, so there's a hex on these. Good God. She's gonna tag me. It gets very scary. Like, she's gonna hit me, like, for sure. There's no doubt in my mind that she's not gonna hit me. Yeah. Oh, I hate that. Oh, she downed me. I was too close to her. Okay, so she's gonna pick me up. And I'm gonna try and get out as much as I can. but she's super close to a hook. Man, oh man, she got me. Oh no, she's one of those. Okay, maybe not. Is she, like, I love killers who don't sit there and stand on their prey. I could attempt to try to get off, but I'm hoping that one of them will come get me. That's what I'm hoping. So I'm trying not to run too much, because if I run too much, because she's healing me now. And here she comes. Damn it! And she still got me. Like, that is so aggravating. Leave me alone. Hello, hello, whoever's watching the stream. We're playing a little bit of Dead by Daylight. I just escaped the killer's grasp, so now I'm trying to heal myself. Okay, so the killer just went that way, and I'm like literally terrified. I'm like on the edge of my seat. Oh, dagnabbit! Ah! She's gonna get me. Woo! I escaped this once. Dang it. Ooh. Escaped again. Okay, I don't know where she went this time. Man. Whew. That is scary. Okay, so she's over there. We have one generator left, and then we can open the doors to escape. So I'm hoping that somebody is working on a Ginny. Okay, see, she's right there. Oh, oh, oh. Okay, I wonder how close that generator is. Oh, man. Go away, bunny. She's like the ultimate hunter. Her backstory is she was raised in the woods with her mom, and her mom ended up dying by a elk, if I'm not, some kind of deer, but I do believe it was an elk. And she was left alone to fight this deer. And I'm kind of hoping, I don't know where the other door is. This is kind of dangerous because we're all literally on one door. Which means she's gonna come straight this way. Hopefully they can get the door open. But here she comes. Okay, I escaped, woohoo! So that gets really intense. Like your heart races because you don't want to be caught. And then, like, but you don't want to give her the chance to kill anybody else either. So it's kind of like, do you distract her and let everybody else work on the generators, or do you work on the generators and try not to get caught? I want to welcome everybody who's in the stream, and if you'd like to comment, subscribe, it'd be greatly appreciated. Like I said, I want to try and get subscriptions up to 20 today. I'm currently sitting at 5. Okay, so that is the survivor portion of Dead by Daylight. I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to Killer. So yeah, that way y'all guys can see the other side of the game. And I'm going to play as, I think I'm gonna play as the Hag. The Hag is another one of my favorites. She was burned to death. The Hag was. She was burned to death and drowned at the same time. So it was like, or not the same time, but you know what I mean. Oh, okay. Let's go ahead and wait for it to load. Hopefully we can get 4 people in here pretty quick. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time. So of course I always do the offerings when it comes to the killers. So I'm gonna go ahead and add a hook. And then I am gonna add something onto my power. Let's see here. We do have 4 players. This is really cool. Usually it takes a minute. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that one on. And then I'm gonna ready up myself. So we're only waiting on one person to ready up, and then we'll go in game. So it looks like King of the Valley. He's the last person, or she's the last person to level up. Or to ready up. Level up, goodness. If you're commenting, I can't see. I don't know why. Usually that has something to do with either YouTube or the connection. So let me see if I can pull it up here. And again, apologize for the dog barking. She's crated up, so. Okay, so we're in the So the good thing about the hag is that she can place down traps. So if I place a trap here and then another trap here, if they come in this way, it's gonna trigger it and I'll be able to teleport and be able to hit them. Let's go find us a survivor. Okay, so only the killers can see the red highlighted generators. If you're a survivor and you're playing as a survivor, the only thing you can look for is those lights because they flash. See how they're flashing just slightly? That's the only thing you can see as a survivor. Now you do have a perk to where you can view the generators for like a certain amount of time, but that's about it. So this game uses almost like 90% of your skills. Or not skills, but I should say sight, sound, for the most part, because, oh look, we got one. We got two, and he ran. Okay, so we're gonna go this way. If you're a survivor and you run, they leave scratch marks. I don't know if... Got him. Okay, so now I'm gonna pick him up. And see how these hooks... I'm gonna put him in the basement. These hooks, this is where you want to take your survivors. You want to put them, especially like in the basement, because a lot of people will not come down in the basement. And I'm gonna set traps all up and down the stairs. So that way, if they come up here, I'll know. Like I said, most people will not come into, and he's already gone. I guess he gave it the struggle. So that was my first sacrifice. Woohoo! Welcome, welcome, welcome to the stream for everybody who's watching. Please like, follow, and subscribe. It's greatly appreciated. So we've got somebody working on this one, or was working on it. So I'm gonna go ahead and damage it so that way and my traps were triggered. I'm not close enough to teleport, unfortunately. Got me another one. So this is super fun. Probably not something you should play around your kids. Mine's taking a nap right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and place traps around her again, just to keep a way to transport to her if I need to. Let's see. Cover all my bases here. There we go. Got her. So if you place a survivor 3 times on a hook, they automatically die. So even though she escaped, there's always a chance to get her in the end, which is perfectly fine. Always be aware of your traps where you're placing them, because if you walk over them, they will despawn. So she's gone. So now we're going to find some more. So that's 2 out of the 4 survivors that I took out. Which is like super exciting. Right now I wouldn't say that Dead by Daylight is a popular game at the moment. Cause you know, right now Red Dead Redemption 2's out. Destiny 2 just did their release for their update. Ooh, nice. You can break these. Let's see, where did she go? Follow the scratch marks. Okay, this is where she stopped running. Can always tell when someone stops running because then the scratch marks disappear. He's good. He's confusing me, which is really good. That's what you want as a survivor. You want to be able to confuse the... Fortunately, I saw their buddy go this way. They only have 1 generator left, which is really, really good. So even though that they may get away, see, I think that's the one thing that I don't like about the hag, is that she takes forever to get out of her clawing. And I mean, literally forever. I think she thought that she got away. Right here. One thing that's a flaw with the traps is that if a person crouches, they can bypass your trap completely. That's like the only flaw that I have with the traps. Alright, let's see if we can go find our partner. Okay, not close enough to teleport, which is kind of bad. But, again. See, now I've got them both. So now she's dead, he's dead. As long as I can get him to a hook. Which is, it's gonna be very, very close. Okay, see. Both are on a hook. It's game over for them, unfortunately. So she just died, and he's next. And since he's the last one, I'm just gonna sit here and let y'all enjoy the kill. We're just waiting on the game to realize that he's the last player alive. Once it does, it's gonna automatically kill him. Or it could drag it out. Either or. And there he goes. So as you can tell, I'm saving up my blood points. Because the killers and survivors share blood points, it literally... Thanks, K-Berg! You should come play! You should come play, K-Berg! Are you playing Fortnite right now? So that is a successful, 100% successful, thank you, killer run. I just got done doing a successful survivor run too, which my games have been doing like this all day, so I'm hoping to continue the streak. I can't say that all the time because, like, if I get Michael Myers or, like, Freddy Krueger, it literally just goes to crap. So again, this was a really good match. I had fun with that match. Okay, so here's the list of killers. So I just got done playing as the Hag. You have your Trapper, of course. He lays down traps, which is really a nifty way. It's kind of like bear claw type traps, which is really kind of nifty and neat. Then you have the Wraith. He can go invisible, and it's really hard to see him unless he's moving. The only flaw about that is it takes forever to get uncloaked. You have the hillbilly, who has a chainsaw. That's his power weapon. That's his go-to, and a hammer. So I'll just kind of show you each one of these real quick. So this is your trapper. You can customize their looks, and things like that if you need to. You can change his mask. I had this one on, I believe. You can change, I think he's got like, no, not that one. He's got 3 different blades that he can hold. He's got a machete, he's got a cleaver, and then he's got this pain flailer, which is the one I like to keep on. Let's see here. Let's see. Let's go to the next person. This is the Wraith. This is the guy I was telling you about. He has a cloaking ability. Again, you can change his tops, his face. Mostly the cloak and his... I don't know what you would call that. It's mostly bone and iron. His claw-like esque hammer. Like I said, he has a cloaking ability. It's a pain in the butt. Let's see, here's the hillbilly. He's got a hammer and chainsaw. You can change his hammer as well. His clothes, I believe you can change, and his facial expressions. So you can change his clothes, his pants, and his hammer. So you can just be a hat and vest, be the frosty eyes, glowing eyes, the scarecrow, which is the one I usually keep on, and then just the undershirt. He's got a dull hammer, a spiked mallet, bleh. And then he's got this brutal cattle hammer. So I guess it's just your preference. And then you have the nurse. She's kind of hard to deal with. She's super slow. You can change her costume. You can change her blade. Her bone saw is what it's called. You can change that. She has the ability to teleport through things, known as blink is what they call it on here, which is really cool. You just watch me play as the hag. Of course, she's got traps that she can teleport to, if triggered. The doctor, he's got, you know, the mallet, and then he's got this special treatment. It's a shock therapy treatment, so you can shock your characters, and it kind of pinpoints them out because they scream a lot. So they're very easy to track down. You don't have to rely so much on the scratches that they leave in the dirt. The cannibal, which is your Leatherface, he also has a hammer with his chainsaw being his prime. I don't like using the chainsaw so much on him because it's like crazy and chaotic. It's crazy and chaotic, so it's like it's very hard to control. And then you have the Huntress. The Huntress, yes, the beautiful Huntress. She's very super quick. She throws hatchets. And like I said, her backstory is that she was raised in the Redwoods and by her mom. Once her mom passed away from an elk running her over and spiking her in his antlers, she became very saddened and alone and isolated, and the only way that she would find entertainment was to hunt, to the point where the only thing left to hunt were humans. So she started to hunt these humans and go into the village that was near the Redwoods and take little girls and keep them with her until they passed away, just to try to find that connection that her and her mom had. I do not have the spirit yet. That is what I'm working on. It takes 9,000 iridescent shards. So it's super hard to get these shards. You have to level up and you only get like 247 of these per level up. It's either that or spend $10 and get 1,000 of the auric cells. And I know I probably that sounds wrong, but you could spend like $10 and, or you could just go buy the DLC out of the PlayStation Store. She's got a katana, I know, for her primary weapon. I know she teleports. You have the clown. I'm not 100% sure too much of what his is. I know that he has bottles that he can throw. I've only gone against him a few times. I'm not too sure what weapon he uses. I know he has throwing bottles of tonic, but other than that, I don't know what else he has. What gives him away is that he coughs really loudly, so you can hear him. Then you have the pig. This is the one, like, the most hated character for me. I absolutely hate this character when I go up against it. The pig has a crouching ability to make him completely silent. Not only that, is when they're crouched, they look like a survivor. So it is virtually almost impossible to beat the pig. They have a, like, charge that sounds like a lion's roar, and it takes you down with one hit. So it's very frustrating to play against the pig. He also has the Saw headpiece. If you're familiar with the Saw movies, you know that the headpiece goes over the head, locks the jaw, and then when it opens, it splits the jaw and the head in half. You can get out of that piece virtually by sticking your hands in a jigsaw machine and trying to find the key. You cannot exit with that headpiece on. It will explode, causing you to die instead of escape. So that's the pig. You have Freddy Krueger, of course. His is Dream World. Take you into Dream World and you can't get out of it unless one of your friends wake you up, or people that you're playing with. Michael Myers, he has his trusty kitchen knife, which is so annoying at times because it's just hard to get away from him. He can expose you and see your aura for, I think, up to 45 seconds. That's with the perk maxed out. So that is all of our killers. Let's switch over to survivors. So you've got Dwight Fairfield. And he is like your geeky nerd, scared out of his mind type of guy. He's like a leader, kind of. He does skill checks, bond. These are just a few of these that I have open for him. So I would say he's like the leader but scaredy cat type of person is how I would describe him. Then you have Meg. She's like your sports basketball player, athlete type of person. You have Claudette, which is your healer. most of the time she is, like I said, she's like your healer. This is where you get that perk from, that self-care. Jake Park, again, he's the saboteur. He can dismantle things, take things apart. Nia, I'm not 100% sure a whole lot about Nia. She's like kind of like your outcast type of person. She's very street smart, very good at completing objectives and things like that. Rapid evasion, those things. You have your ace, which is your like handsome gambler, you know, lucky guy type person. You have Fei Ming, who is like your smart techie person who can repair generators like nobody's business and locate the killer. David King, he's like your scrapper, your kind of like your, how do I explain him? Dude, excuse me. He's kind of like your thug. Like your like gang member type, almost like henchman. That's who he reminds me of. Adam Francis, I do not have. He is the new character. He is from the Spirit. And how he ties into Spirit, I'm not 100% sure. I believe he's the teacher of the girl who was murdered by her dad of Spirit. She was murdered by her dad, who went crazy after losing his job, killed her mom, and then killed her, and then I guess assumingly killed himself. You got Kate Denson. She is kind of like your hopeful songbird type of person. Like, she's very in tune with her surroundings. She is from the Curtain to Call, which is the Clown DLC. And of course, Detective Tapp. If you're fairly relative to the Saw movies, you know who Detective Tapp is. He's the detective on there. And then you've got Quentin Smith, who is from Nightmare on Elm Street. He is the second I believe he is like from the last movie that they did, or the revamp of Nightmare on Elm Street, where he's in the school with Freddy, and then you know, towards the end where he's got him in the school, there's another person that's there. That's the kid from that. And then you have Laurie Strode, who is from the Halloween chapter. And everybody knows Laurie. If you're familiar with the Michael Myers bit, you know all about Laurie. Alright, so should we play as a survivor? Should we play as... hold on, the screen's gonna go black for just a second. Let's see who's all on right now. Okay, not a whole lot of people on today. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and cut the stream short. We've been streaming for almost about an hour, and I love you guys. Always like, comment, and subscribe is greatly appreciated. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Enjoy that gaming and bottle the creativity of the games that gets made, and love you guys.